Story 1, Update, AITA for going to a pre-planned vacation with my family rather than my boyfriend's mom's funeral? 5 years ago. I'm a teacher, so I get about 2 months off every summer, but my mom, sister, aunt, and cousin all work regular 9 to 5 jobs with 2 to 3 weeks off a year, so it's really difficult to organize time for trips where we can all go. We managed to schedule a girls' trip to Cabo from June 1st to 9th. Made payments, almost $3,000 a person, several weeks prior to the trip, and we're all very excited to go to Mexico and bond. I'm best friends with my sister and cousin, and my mom and aunt are identical twins, so we're all a very close group. My boyfriend and I have been together for 2 years. His family lives across the country, so I only see them twice a year, and it's usually pretty quick. No real one-on-one bonding with anyone in his family, but we're all definitely friendly with one another. We like each other's posts on FB/IG, send happy birthday wishes, stuff like that. A few days before we left, my boyfriend's mom passed away unexpectedly. I spent days attached to his hip, supporting him, wrote the email to his work explaining what happened, cleaning the apartment, making sure he ate, called his dad and siblings and expressed my condolences, booked his flight, helped him pack, etc. He asked me to go to the funeral with him. I felt so bad telling him no. I hardly knew his mom and feel like I already committed myself to the trip with my family. He was heartbroken and begged me to go with him for support, but I told him that his whole family is there, and if anything it's a special time for them all to recount memories of their mother/wife/sister/daughter. He asked if he gave me $1,500, could you go on the trip sometime later? You have 2 more months off. I know you won't get some deposits back, so I'll give you this money. And I honestly felt so bad, but the thing isn't the money. Although obviously as a teacher, I'm not swimming in money, but it's about how this is the one time a year that the women I'm closest to can go together. My mom and aunt told me, we want you to come with us, but it's ultimately up to you, whereas my cousin and sister were like, you should definitely come with us, it'll ruin the trip for us if you're not there, just come, etc. My boyfriend was upset and left mad at me. I called/texted a bunch, but he didn't respond until days later. Anyways, I went to Mexico and came back on the 9th, and things have been weird with us. Sometimes he's really close with me like usual, other times I can tell he's mad I didn't go with him. He said he's not furious at me, but just disappointed and sad that I chose to go party instead of be there with him. Says he would have dropped anything for me, keeps emphasizing that I have 2 months of vacation, but he doesn't get that no one else in the group has that kind of vacation time. I really couldn't reschedule. TLDR, I feel really bad because I didn't go with my boyfriend to his mom's funeral because I already had a trip planned with my family. Did I fuck up? Update, 11 months ago. It's been over 2 years since my previous post, which can be found in my post history. A lot has changed. I've taken the time to really think about what happened. What I came down to is that y'all were right, that someone's mother dying is huge and I should have given more support. I sat down and spoke to Jamie about my feelings. This conversation happened about 3 months after the funeral. He said he was upset with what happened, but wanted to move on from the argument because our relationship means a lot to him. I told him I'd been thinking about it, and what it all came down to is that my feelings for him weren't as strong as they should be. If we've been together for 2.5 years and my feelings are starting to fade, then we should take a break. He was upset and crying a lot, but I told him that this would be better for both of us. This way we can think about what really matters and how much of the past to hold on to as well as the love we have for each other. I ended up calling him about a month after that conversation and breaking things off. He's a great guy and I should have been better to him. Things took a very sad turn for him and I'll miss him always. I think I could have and should have handled things better than I did. Thank you all. Story 2, AITA for telling my BF that I don't think it's appropriate to come on the family vacation. New update. Original post July 2nd, 2022. Me, 21F, boyfriend, 23M, let's call him Charlie. Around a month ago my mom mentioned a family vacation while in a call with me. Charlie and I have been together for about 1 year. He has still not met my mom's side of the family, only my dad's. My mom, 42F, lives in my home country together with my stepdad, 50M, and my stepbrother, 24M, lives there too but not in our hometown. BC of this he hasn't had the chance to meet them yet. Yesterday I mentioned it to my best friend, 21F, with who I have been friends with for 17 years now. I was on the phone with her. She is still in the city we grew up in and goes to university there, BC of that she often sees my parents. My mom invited her like any other vacation and this time she has decided to come. The trip is fully paid by my stepdad and my mom. My stepbrother will be bringing his fiancée, 21F, too. Charlie was in the room while I was on the call and asked me what he should pack. I looked at him confused and asked if he is going somewhere. He said that he needs to know what to pack for the trip. I laughed and thought he was joking since I never said he was coming. When I realized he was serious, I sat him down and told him that he isn't going to be able to come and there was no reservation for him, plus it will be very inappropriate to invite him over. Knowing that this is a family trip and it will make bad impression like he is trying to come just BC, it's gonna be free. They have never met him and there isn't any rooms left, he doesn't have a passport and other reasons that I tried explaining. He flipped out on me telling me that I'm a bitch and that I'm probably cheating on him and that's why he is not invited. I tried explaining but he left the apartment. He hasn't returned since yesterday and at 4 a.m. I have to leave for the airport. I'm worried sick. I called many times and texted but he isn't responding. So AITA? Verdict, not the. Edit, I apologize for any typos and mistakes. English is not my first or second language. Update July 7th, 2022, 5 days later. Hello everyone. I hope you're having a nice day. After my original post I figured I could make an update. When I was leaving from the apartment 4 days ago, I left a key to my neighbor/friend. Yesterday she called me to inform me that my BF stuff are missing and my writing studio and my manga collection are destroyed. Some of my savings are stolen and yesterday he has tried to empty my bank account but failed miserably. 5K are apparently missing from the drawer of my nightstand and BF is nowhere to be found. Lucky me, my stepbrother's fiance's mother is a lawyer. Mom's side of the family, stepbrother, his fiance, mom, stepdad, grandmas and grandpa's ext, are trying to calm me down and get me away from the situation as much as possible. I thought this was a minor problem in the beginning, but here we are. Dad's side of the family is telling me to drop the charges and that I'm overreacting. Yes, I did place charges. I will have to deal with it further when I get back, but police are already on the hunt for him. Some people said I was the asshole. BC, this would be the perfect time to meet my family, but in this case it just seemed like a direct, I want a free trip to me. Somebody pointed out we have communication problems. Yes, we do. I didn't really want to mention this, but I'm on the autism spectrum, so it's pretty normal in a way. He knew 2.5 weeks before I went to the trip and I made it clear he won't be coming. Edit, hello everyone. In the future I will update, but on my profile. New update. Update July 2nd, 11, 2022, 4 days after last update. Hello everyone, I am updating here since I can't do more than one update. To the 5 people who told me I'm sick and not right in the head, massage me again that I'm in the wrong when you have to fix over 25k damage and I dare you to not press charges. Today I got back in my apartment and the damages are much more serious than they were described to me. The moment I opened the door I stepped on crushed up glass. The mirror next to the door was broken and crushed. My shoe pairs were ripped apart. The shoe rack was in the living room and a cupboard door was out of the wind, yes, literally. The windows were shattered, the cupboards were broken, the sink was broken and running, I barely turned it off, the TV was broken on the ground and there were what looked like holes in the wall that were, I think, made by the coat hanger that was barely together next to the fallen on the ground TV. The bathroom sink was cracked, and the bathtub curtain was on the ground and the metal bar it was attached to was detached on one side. My closet was trashed and the clothes in it, and shoes were ripped and torn. Charges are proceeding faster, not that I'm back. Relevant comments. Togar sucks. I'm so sorry this happened. Has your ex been apprehended yet? OOP. Yes, before I got back to my apartment I went to the police station and he was there and they told me to get the cameras in my apartment. Right now I am in a taxi with the cards from the cameras. Arluna 911. Update please. What's going on with this? Was your ex charged? OOP. Yes, he was and this is being taken to court.